As the world's leading biopharmaceutical company, Pfizer applies science and global resources to improve health and well-being for people and animals at every stage of life. Each day, Pfizer's colleagues seek to advance wellness, prevention, treatments, and cures that challenge the most feared diseases of our time, working together for a healthier world. With its eminent status as a global industry leader, Pfizer recognizes its crucial role in environmental stewardship, taking major strides in energy efficiency, reducing its carbon footprint, driving out waste, and creating cleaner processing of medicines. Pfizer is on a green journey, a journey that will impact people, science, and the planet we live on.
Pfizer is on a green journey, and it begins with me. In addition to my role as the leader for primary care and oncology manufacturing operations, I'm also the chairperson for Pfizer's Environmental Sustainability Council. Our company's primary focus is to discover, develop, and deliver new medicines to patients and customers across the globe. Yet we recognize that how we do our work matters just as much as what we deliver. To realize our mission, we directly involve our colleagues and our stakeholders in improving global access to medicines, engaging in responsible business practices, and enhancing environmental sustainability. By taking a strong interest in environmental sustainability, our world is changing for the better, and we want to be part of that positive change. Pfizer colleagues are on a green journey with many successes already to further motivate us to continue. Let's now turn to one of our sites, Freiburg, where we charted a green course for today and for the future for a healthier, more sustainable world.
Freiburg is said to be one of Germany's sunniest and greenest cities. Incorporated in the 12th century, Freiburg, which borders the Black Forest, is considered an intellectual and commercial epicenter. Freiburg is also the site of Pfizer's award-winning facility that stands as a testament to its commitment to the environment, one of the most advanced facilities of its kind.
Here at Freiburg, we produce medicine that combat cardiovascular diseases and help to treat pain, epilepsy, and cancer. Since 1990, we have implemented a comprehensive energy-saving program which vigorously protects the environment and conserves resources. By executing this, what we call our energy master plan, we have blazed a trail with regard to usage of renewable energies for others to follow in the pharmaceutical industry, but even far beyond. Specifically, the Freiburg site is seen as a beacon in the use of renewable energy. The many elements of our green strategy has earned worldwide recognition. Our energy master plan is set up of many different elements, starting with a comprehensive energy management program through more advanced green manufacturing processes and more sustainable packaging.
Pfizer has adopted the principle of green chemistry from discovery to development to manufacturing. So when we at Pfizer Freiburg talk about eco-friendly manufacturing of products, we talk about less energy consumption, we reduce the water use, and we minimize the waste. So one very good example for this is the production of Lyrica. Looking at some data back from October 2010 and the improvements that were done in the synthesis, in the manufacturing and in the distribution, we could see a reduce of the carbon dioxide emission of 88,000 tons. And this is equivalent like when you take 26,000 cars off the road. In addition to this, we recycle more than 90% of our solvents. The API, the active pharmaceutical ingredient, is manufactured at the Pfizer Tour site in Singapore, and they are using so-called leading-edge processes or state-of-the-art processes. And with these techniques, we can minimize the chemical use compared to traditional methods. Once the API is manufactured and released, it is shipped over to Freiburg. So greener medicine also needs greener packaging. Pfizer is seeking for better ways to use the resources of packaging for our products. Less packaging weight, for example, means lower shipping load and therefore less fuel consumption. But what about the facility where we manufacture many of our products, such as Lyrica? One of the secrets of eco-friendly heat and air conditioning, which is a big part in the manufacturing of pharmaceutical products, is efficiency. So modern use systems using innovative technologies have replaced old models, and the heat, cold and compressed air is now provided much more efficiently using less energy. So Pfizer Freiburg, we are using new modular cooling system for air and process cooling, and this brings the electricity consumption down by 1/3. And the new recovery ventilation system even brought the electricity consumption down by half. We decommissioned 2 of our steam boilers and replaced them by wood pellet fire or biomass boiler. And this is Europe's largest pellet heating system, by the way. And this helps us to reduce our carbon footprint by several thousand tons, plus energy cost savings of several thousand euros a year.
The energy supply chain for the heating system is a sustainable closed loop. Pfizer supports the domestic timber industry by sourcing pellets from local plants in the Black Forest that share more eco-friendly manufacturing practices. The factory converts the biomass into pellets. Pfizer's Freiburg plant employs additional green technologies, including hydro and geothermal power. These technologies help conserve more than 4 million kilowatt hours of energy annually and reduce carbon dioxide emitted by the plant by up to 12,000 tons.
The Freiburg Green Journey sets some very aggressive goals with regard to carbon neutrality and renewable energies. This year, the site will cover more than 95% of all used energy by renewable sources. And in a couple of years, we will be carbon neutral. To approach all of that, Freiburg colleagues are on a never-ending quest with regard to operational excellence. People help and support each other. We are discussing new and innovative ideas, and we implement positive change. By doing all of that, we do not only protect the environment, but we make our company much more competitive.
Pfizer has emerged among the world's leaders in the application of green chemistry principles by finding innovative ways to lessen environmental impact during the discovery and manufacture of our medicines. The company's commitment to green chemistry contributes to a better environment and is recognized by others as leading the way to a greener future. Pfizer's Green Journey continues at its La Jolla, California R&D campus, where the greening of Lyrica began. Here, colleagues leverage scientific innovation and technologies and discovery of new medicines to fight cancer. Pfizer's challenge to advance these scientific innovations while applying principles of green chemistry. Let's learn more about the nexus between science, innovation, and reducing environmental impact.
So what is green chemistry? Green chemistry is the design of efficient chemical processes that we use to make medicines. Typically, this involves the use of less hazardous substances and results in the production of much less waste. Often, we also use less energy to make our medicines. Green chemistry also involves innovative science, and here at La Jolla, where we have a main R&D campus, we apply the principles of green chemistry in the design of medicines for the future. Pfizer's commitment involves integrating the green chemistry principles into our R&D operations. Also involves manufacturing our products using the principles of green chemistry and educating scientists and engineers in order that the principles of green chemistry can be applied now and into the future.
So one of the things that I do every day as a chemist is apply the principles of green chemistry to my work. Things like eliminating hazardous reagents, using renewable feedstocks, or preventing waste. One of the ways that we prevent waste on a daily basis here that kind of shows the impact of things on scale is test tubes that we use every day. We could use anywhere from 50 to 100 test tubes each every day, and with a large number of chemists, 50 to 100, then you're talking about a large volume of test tubes. One of the things that we've done is found a way to reuse those test tubes, wash them and reuse them instead of putting them out as waste as we had previously, and that eliminates 2 cubic yards of waste from being sent out on a monthly basis. So that's just one example of how a small change can have a large impact here at Pfizer La Jolla. Pregabalin is the active ingredient in Lyrica, a medicine developed using greener chemistry applied here in La Jolla. The process uses nature's own catalyst, an enzyme, eliminating the use of chemical catalyst. Additionally, all 4 chemical reactions used to make pregabalin are carried out in water, which greatly reduces the use of carbon-based solvents and carbon dioxide emissions. We have calculated that between 2007 and 2020, the enzymatic process for Lyrica will eliminate around 3 million metric tons of CO2 emissions. That is the equivalent of taking more than 500,000 US cars off the road for a whole year.
So as you've heard from others, every little thing we do makes a big difference. Take, for example, this 240 kilowatt solar photovoltaic installation here on the roof of one of our campus buildings. This system, since it was installed in 2007, has generated 1.7 million kilowatt hours of electricity. It services about 25% of the building's electrical needs, and in turn we have avoided the emission of about 2.3 million pounds of carbon dioxide gas. As Aristotle once observed, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts, and we try to put that into action every day at Pfizer. Here on the Pfizer La Jolla campus, we try to engage every single employee, contractor, and visitor every day to help us reduce our environmental footprint and help us on our green journey by doing things like recycling, adhering to the principles of green chemistry, and perhaps even biking to work instead of driving their cars. The green journey at Pfizer is all about that. We're reducing our environmental footprint while we discover and develop new medicines for patients. And the green journey at Pfizer, as we all know, it starts with me.
At Pfizer, we're very proud of our green chemistry program and the benefits it brings. More efficient processes, using less hazardous materials, generating less waste and consuming less energy. We're all affected by global, regional and local environmental issues, and at Pfizer our commitment to green chemistry is one tangible measure that we take to reduce our impact on the environment. We understand at Pfizer that a healthy environment is consistent with our purpose of working together for a healthier world.
Because of Pfizer's extensive scale, its green journey will be a long continuing endeavor. However, by working together for a healthier world and developing and manufacturing medicines that help control disease with technologies that have less impact on the Earth's air, water, and natural resources, we may all benefit from this expedition. To learn more about Pfizer, its products, and environmental initiatives, log on to Pfizer.com.